Ivor,
Yes, Andy.
yeah, I've got some pretty big news for you.
Right. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
feeling a bit anxious, but
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's,
Just say it. Better if you just say it. Just say, stop beating around the bush.
I'm going to say it, but I'm preparing you for it because it is big news. So it's not good news, it's not bad news, but it's big news. I am going to be starting a cult.
Oh. What?
Yeah,
Do you know what? Of all the, I mean, obviously, lots of things were going around my head when you said you had some news. But can I be? If I'm honest with you, that never, that never occurred to me.
that's good. That's a good sign because the very important thing if you're a cult leader is to catch people unawares.
It feels as if this is a natural progression for you, Andy, in your life. You've always been a leader, I think, and I think this is the natural next step for someone like yourself.
I've always felt very comfortable leading, and now this seems to me, as you said, the logical next step, where I'm going to be leading people to some degree, leading them over a cliff. I guess that's the normal path for cult leaders, but that's something I'm going to try and avoid.
It's not a death cult, then, is it? Or is that? I mean, is that an option? It's not. I mean,
do you know what? That's a phrase. I'm banning that phrase from my cult, death cult. I hate that phrase. It's got so many negative connotations. Whether it's a death cult or not a death cult, time will tell. But I'm certainly hoping we're going to avoid that pitfall.
Well, for me, that's a plus. And now the fact that you've ruled out the death cult element to the best of your...
I'm not ruling it out. I'm saying it's a pitfall I hope to avoid. I hope to avoid it by measure of my own charisma, and because I only want the very best for those people who are going to be joining my cult. And Ivor, I'm looking at you first of all. Yes.
Wow.
Ah, yes. Exactly. I'd like you not just to be a member, but to be I was going to say general, but I'm going to choose the word lieutenant. And in fact, I'm going to choose the word second lieutenant.
What are you offering? What are the terms of the deal?
But I'm going to try and bring together, there's going to be some kind of fish thing going on. I'm not sure exactly what I want. I definitely want to get fish in there somewhere. And then I want to try and get in helicopters, just things like eyelashes, that kind of stuff. I want to bring all these things in together and make a kind of ideology out of them, hammer them into a kind of copper Bible. But I mean, does that sound like an interesting menu to you?
It does sound, I mean, undeniably, it's very spiritual, very, very spiritual and powerful, if you don't mind my saying, very powerful already. I mean, would there be room for some embroidery in there?
I don't like that you're already making suggestions about what's going to go in my cult. I find that a bit annoying.
I think what you're doing is projecting your own negativity. And honestly, where did you go to cult school, if you don't mind my asking?
Do you know what, second lieutenant? I do mind you asking. I really mind you asking. You know what I'm starting to think, Ivor? That if you did become part of my cult, you would betray me.
Okay, hang on. Andy, great cult leader. I love you. I am devoted to you. Andy, great cult leader. You are the greatest of them all.
I like it. I like it. Okay. All right. Well,
I mean, I surprised myself. That came from the heart, as I'm sure you could tell.
Can I just suggest an addition?
You see, I didn't think this was a cult that allowed suggestions.
I'm the leader, so I can make suggestions.
Well, it should be more of a decree, really. I mean, I don't want to pull you up on that, but you know, a suggestion implies that I can take it or leave it. Whereas if you're the leader, you should be telling me. You shouldn't be suggesting things.
You made another suggestion.
It's not going to work, Andy.
You made another suggestion earlier about embroidery. You're going to make a lot of suggestions, are you, second lieutenant? I think I might be better joining your cult. I just feel like you're being really weird. I'd rather join your cult.
I don't really want you to join my cult, but
I decree it.